seen different topologies, this type of topologies and advantages and disadvantages of these topologies. We've seen layering, we've seen OSI or ISO OSI, that is international standardization organization and open systems interconnection, that is OSI reference, ISO OSI reference model. It is having 7 layers from top to bottom. If you see, it is application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical. You have to remember these layers in order only. Yeah? That means whenever there is a question asked, you have to draw and explain the OSI reference model. Then in that case, the layers have to be, this can be a Viva question also, and this can be a theory question also. So you have to remember from top to bottom or bottom to top. Any order you define. Okay, you have, but you have to write them in the order only. Okay, so topmost is the application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical. So functions of application is something like, what are the functions of application layer? This we have already seen that these are the this is a service interface between the adjacent layers, and there is a peer-to-peer interface which is called as protocol. So we have seen the functions. Say for example, first one is the application layer. Okay, so first one is the application. Okay, so this is a transmitter. You have a sending process. This is a receiver, which is a receiving process. Okay, now what is the function of application layer? First, whatever data you are having, that will be available at the application layer. Every layer will add its own header and trailer. So there will be some data, that is header and trailer means the information, some control information which is related to that particular processing which is done at application layer. So application layer will have the data. Say for example, we have seen what are the functions of application layer. You have HTTPS, you have various web browsers like HTTP, you have different protocols, HTTPS, FTP, or whatever.
FTP.
So the, yes, somebody said something.
No.
Okay, so application layer will accept this data at the user end. This is the user end. This data will be transmitted to the presentation layer. That is, what is the presentation layer? We take the example. I'm just repeating. We'll take the example that you are searching something or you are sending a mail. So you will be giving your login credentials. You will give your abc.@gmail.com. Say for example, presentation layer is going to check the syntax and the semantics. Whether, say for example, you are searching, so you will give some address, and then if there is a, like you are going for Google, then if you give the spelling of the Google properly, it will open that Google uh, web page. Otherwise, it will give you did you mean, and it will give you the search, that is proper spellings. So it will check the spelling. If you type gmail.com के बदले में अगर आपने com.gmail डाला, so that is the syntax is not proper. See, syntax is not proper means it has to be that the domain naming system is there. So the organization, that is google.com. So you have a extension as .com, you have extensions as .in, you have different extensions, org. So if the that domain naming system is not followed properly, it will check the syntax and the semantics. That is the function of presentation layer. If that is wrong, it will give you error at this particular moment only. And if it is right, it will pass the data to the next layer. Next is the session layer. Session layer is uh, for session management. That is, even if the network goes down in between, whenever you are having the session going on, if the network goes down, it is there are some tokens which are distributed. You have cookies. Okay, so that session will be regained. So suppose अगर मेरा अभी network चला जाता है, तो once it in some time duration is there, it's not like 1 hour के बाद में आएगा, but for some time duration, say data जो है वो that is retained, that session is retained. Okay, so I will be gaining the network back, then I will be joining immediately. I need not do the login things again. Okay, I will be joining the previous session immediately. Okay, and the suppose I have transferred a half of the file, and in between, if the network goes down, when the session regains, that is at the original position, then the data transmission, that is remaining file, will be transmitted. So something like that. There is a session management. The session is there is a token management. There is a cookies which are transmitted, and the session will be continued. Then transport layer. So here again at the same layers, the headers and trailers of the whatever corresponding layers will be added to the data. Now at the transport layer, the function is of the transport layer we have already seen. It is again something like you are having the data which is divided. You will be breaking the data. Your entire 1 MB file is not transmitted as 1 MB file. It is divided into uh, some packets, or you can say ultimately it is going to be transmitted as zeros and ones. And those zeros and ones are again collected back. So there is a TPDU, Transport Protocol Data Unit. That is the first fragmentation of your data will be done at transport layer. And those TPDUs will be transmitted down to the network layer. Now, network layer, you call it as packet. Data link layer, you call it as frames. And in physical layer, you transmit the raw data bits, that is zeros and ones. So this TPDUs will be transmitted. Now, this TPDU, again, there are a number of protocols at transport layer. They will be transmitted as different small blocks of data, and at the receiving end they have to be rearranged. Okay, they can be transmitted in any order, they will be received in any order, transmitted in the and receiver, this order can change. So at the receiver end they will be again reassembled, and you have to transmit to the upper layer the proper data, proper 1 2 3 4 जो भी उसका order है उस order में ही उसको भेजना है. So the same, these are the pure layers. So transport layer at the receiver end has to do the reassembling. It is again has the error correction, error control होता है. Okay, so there are number of functions of this transport layer. Same way network layer पे routing होगा, मतलब destination जो भी है, so according to destination the packets will be transmitted. So the data unit which is used is packets. It handles with the congestion control. मतलब जैसे हमने देखा route में अगर number of packets existing at that particular moment will be more, that capacity of that network is the constant. Okay, so if the number of packets increases, there can be congestion, and packets should not be lost. So there is a congestion control mechanism which is done at network layer along with the routing. That is, it will have you have different routers. So routing information is collected, and the data will be transmitted. Data link layer, you have framing. That is, you make the frames from packets. The frames will be frames will be made, and here you have again the different protocols used. You have different headers and trailers of the data, and then data link layer at the receiving end, again the raw bits will be collected and the frames will be made, and it will be transmitted to the network layer. So here again you have error control, like you have Hamming code. You must have heard about Hamming code. You must have heard about various linear block codes. You must have heard about CRC. You must have heard about parity bits. So all these things are error correction for used for error correction and detection. So that is the data link layer. And physical layer, again, what kind of transmission medium you are using, what kind of modulation technique you are using, how the raw data bits will be transmitted. Okay, synchronous, asynchronous transmission, all those things will be handled at physical layer. Okay, and there are different interconnecting devices at different layers. So protocols and interconnecting devices act at this particular point, and you have various data formats. Okay, so this is from transmitter. The data will be given over here, and bits will be transmitted at the physical medium, and at the receiver end again this will be there, and the user end you will get the actual application. Okay, again back. So we have seen the functions of all the layers, how the data is encapsulated. This is called as data encapsulation. Your own original data is encapsulated in headers and trailers at every layer, and you form different. Here there is TPDU, here there is packet, here there is frame. Okay, here there are bits. For bits also, when it is transmitted synchronous, if it is synchronous transmission, there are some sync bits. Control information is transmitted, is added. Okay, so there are number of informations which are added at every stage. That is called as data encapsulation. Okay, so the data communication based on OSI. Here you can see these are the different peer-to-peer protocols which are used. This is the end system. Data is transmitted like this over here, and then here it is coming from physical data link network, and then actual physical medium, and then it is transmitted to the end system. So again, we have already seen this message transmission using layers, how the data is added. This is the HTTP protocol, which is used at application layer. TCP, for example, these are all examples. There are many more protocols also used. TCP added at this. The TCP add its own header and trailer to this data. Then you have IP. You must have heard about IP address. So you have IP will add its own header and trailers. Then you have Ethernet at data link layer, and then these bits will be transmitted. Same way, every layer will remove. Say your Ethernet will be removed, and IP along like only this data will be transmitted. So your IP will be removed, this data will be transmitted. TCP will be removed, and HTTP and request. So original data is received by application layer. So there are some disadvantages or shortcomings of the OSI model. Here you can see that all layers do not have the same size and importance. Means all the layers functioning is not equally divided. It is divided like session layer and presentation layer, if you say. Okay, they are having very less functioning. Whereas transport layer, data link layer, and network layer, these are very important layers in the transmission. Okay, so they don't have same size and importance. Uh, Wherever, like when you want to put encryption, you want to put network management, where to actually place with like on this OSI model, that is a uh, complex. Okay, if you have large number, or like if you increase the number of layers to reduce the functionality of the data link layer or reduce the functionality of network layer, then the if you increase the number of layers, the overheads will be increasing. That is, that many headers and trailers will be added to the data, and you can imagine the data size of the original data, and when it is transmitted, actual all these headers and trailers have to be transmitted. So you have to minimize the number of layers also, and you have to reduce the complexity also. One more thing is like when you are having like incorporating different technologies. Okay, different technologies means when you want to expand, you have like right now you can see when the OSI model was implemented, say in 1990s or in 2000. Okay, or in you can say 2000, starting of the 2000 also, there were not many applications. Right now you can see what are the number of business applications. Everything is online. E-commerce is like expanded like anything. So there are the number of users are also increased, and accordingly the technology has to support all these things. Okay, so uh, there are number of things, there are number of shortcomings of implementation of this OSI model. When you are changing the technology, you are adding more applications. The existing technology has to support it. Okay, so there are a number of shortcomings of OSI model. So to overcome it, there was a introduction of TCP/IP model. Okay, TCP/IP protocol model. It is like something like where to implement a connection oriented service, where to implement a connection less service. Now, in case of OSI model, transport layer, you are having connection oriented TCP and connection less UDP. And at network layer, you are having IP, which is again connection less. And you are having virtual datagram, which is a connection oriented service. So to accommodate those new, you can say, technologies, uh, there are some changes done in the TCP/IP. Here now in TCP/IP, what happens is this TCP and IP were already, these protocols were already designed in the OSI model. So you are taking the best out of this OSI model, the functionality. You are taking the already existing layers. You are taking already existing protocols, and then this particular model was built to you can say accommodate, or you can say support all those latest technologies. Okay, so here you can see now in some uh, books you will find here host to network layer, that is application, transport and internet, and the last one, that is you will have only 4 layers, which is host to network layer. And in some books you will find here data link layer existing, data link layer, and then the physical layer. So there will be a 5 layers. But here the host to network layer is the same thing. It is going to function for physical layer and data link layer. So whatever is the functionality of this data link layer and physical layer will be combined into this host to network layer. And this network layer is now changed to internet. It is an internet layer. Okay? Otherwise, it is the same thing. There is no session layer present. There is no presentation layer present. What is the function of this session and presentation? That is divided into application and transport. Okay, so this application layer is having more functions now, which was there in OSI. Apart from that, it will be having some functionality of presentation layer and session layer. Okay, so this is the TCP/IP protocol suite, which is having only 4 layers, or as I have said, there can be in some books you will find 5 layers. So there are no presentation and session layers in this model. Internet layer is equivalent to network layer, and physical and data link layer will be equivalent to host to network layers. Okay, so you can see over here now there are a number of protocols. This is ISO model. This is TCP/IP model. Is the PPT visible properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So now here presentation and session are not defined in TCP/IP. Transport layer you are having TCP UDP. Network layer instead of that you are having IP. And data link and physical is combined. They are not defined separately. You have host to network layer. Now these are different protocols which are there in TCP/IP. You have HTTP, or now you are HTTPS, which is more secure. You have SMTP, you have FTP, you have Telnet. The transport you have TCP/IP. At this layer you are having uh, internet protocol. Okay. So these are the different protocols which are used in TCP/IP. OSI versus TCP/IP. OSI, it was conceptually defined. There are 7 layers. Here there are only, you can say, 4 layers or 5 layers. It is having conceptually defining services, interfaces, and protocols. So OSI is the first model which was implemented and or designed like a network architecture which is designed. So it is having conceptually defined all the services, all the interfaces, all the protocols are defined according to OSI, and they are implemented in TCP/IP. Okay, and successful implementation, that is which is having the actual you can say support to the latest technologies, will be given through TCP/IP model. These are certain protocols which are there. You have Telnet, FTP, DNS, TCP, UDP at transport layer. You have IP at network layer. You have this is written as LAN. This is network access or physical layer. You have Ethernet. We use Ethernet over here. Okay. So there is one more difference in TCP/IP and OSI is like over here in transport layer, this is only connection oriented, and network layer you are having connection less and connection oriented. But in TCP/IP, this is connection oriented and connection less. That is, transport layer is changed to connection oriented and connection less services, and internet layer is connection less. Whereas your network is having virtual datagram and your uh, you can say virtual circuits, sorry, virtual circuits and datagram. So it is providing you 2 services. connection oriented and connectionless. Virtual circuit is connection oriented, datagrams are connectionless. So network layer is providing you with the connection oriented and connectionless services, whereas transport layer is only connection oriented. But in case of TCP/IP model, here transport layer becomes connection oriented and connectionless, and internet, that is network layer, is only connectionless. So there are some differences in OSI and TCP/IP. It is a very important question, Viva point of view also, and you can say your theory point of view also. So you have to remember the both the models. You have to remember both the layers, like layers in both the models in the proper order. You have to remember the functionality in, that is, in at least in short 1 or 2 lines also you have, at least you have to explain. Then you have to remember the difference between OSI and TCP/IP. This is having 7 layers, this is having 4 or 5 layers, whatever you are comfortable with, whichever book you are following. Generally I will be following this model only, but as you have seen over here we can say here data link and physical layer, because you will be studying data link layer separately, whether it is a TCP/IP model or whether it is a OSI model. Okay, so even if in TCP/IP we are showing host to network layer, that is, I will be showing 4 layers. In practice, I will be taking 5 layers for TCP/IP. Okay, so better you write it as 5 layers for TCP/IP, and for that again you have to remember that how presentation and session is not present in TCP/IP, and it is the functionality is added in the application layer or divided into the adjacent layers. Then you have to remember which is connection oriented, which is connectionless service, and you have to remember like different protocols which are used at individual layers. So these differences and the architecture, this is a very important according to the theory point of view. Now, once again, like whatever is my experience in the last semester in online, okay, especially in online. स्टार्टिंग में जो ऑनलाइन के पेपर्स आए थे उसमें इट वाज बेस्ड ऑन व्हाटएवर थ्योरी पेपर्स वी वर हैविंग इन ऑफलाइन, तो वैसे वैसे क्वेश्चंस ही आए थे. लेकिन लास्ट सेमेस्टर के जो पेपर्स देखे हम लोगों ने, तो उसमें देयर वर लाइक लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस. ठीक है, जो नॉर्मल पेपर में, जो ऑफलाइन पेपर्स में जो क्वेश्चंस आते थे उस हिसाब से पेपर पैटर्न डिफाइन नहीं हुआ था. लाइक लास्ट टाइम आई हैड टेकन मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन फॉर बीई, तो मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन में हम लोगों को बहुत डिफरेंस एक्सपीरियंस हुआ कि बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस जो थे, जो रेगुलर, जैसे अभी मैं बोल रही हूँ कि जो ये नेटवर्क मॉडल्स आएंगे वो इजी है. ओके, बहुत इजी है ये क्वेश्चंस. तो ये वाले अगर अगर इस बार भी ऑनलाइन एग्जामिनेशंस रहे, वी डोंट नो, ऑनलाइन लेक्चर्स तो होने वाले हैं, एग्जामिनेशंस वी डोंट नो. अगर ऐसा होने वाला है तो देयर मे बी चेंज ऑफ क्वेश्चन पेपर पैटर्न. ओके, बट वाइवा में तो ये क्वेश्चन श्योर शॉट आएंगे. तो you have to study it accordingly. At present, I am taking the questions whichever are till now, whatever is asked, accordingly only we will be going. Okay, बट ऐसा होता है तो डिपेंड्स. ओके, दैट आई कैन नॉट अश्योर कि अभी ये क्वेश्चन इंपॉर्टेंट है. ऑफलाइन में तो ये क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता ही है जनरली, लेकिन अभी ऑनलाइन थियोरी में वो क्या पेपर पैटर्न सेट करेंगे, दैट वी डोंट नो, बिकॉज दे आर इंक्रीजिंग द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी. दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव एक्सपीरियंस्ड कि कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इंक्रीज किया था उन्होंने मोबाइल कम्युनिकेशन में, एंड क्वेश्चन जो थे वो बहुत घुमा फिरा के पूछे थे. देयर वाज नो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन, ओके, जैसे ऑफलाइन में पूछा जाता है. आई डोंट नो, हैव यू, लाइक आप लोगों को कैसे थे, आपके 5th सेमेस्टर के एग्जाम्स कैसे रहे? अच्छे थे पेपर्स आपके?
यस मैम,
अच्छे थे ना? हाँ, अगर अच्छे ही आएंगे तो अच्छा ही है, लेकिन ऐसा हो भी सकता है, आई डोंट नो, और मे बी दैट वाज बी लेवल, तो बी में उनको थोड़ा ये करना था, इसके लिए उन्होंने कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी बढ़ाया होगा, बट दैट कैन हैपन ऑल्सो. तो मैं आपको एक सिर्फ ये कर रही हूँ, इंडिकेट कर रही हूँ कि दीज आर द नॉर्मल क्वेश्चंस, बट देयर मे बी सम ये क्वेश्चन पूछे ही ना वो, जैसे उन्होंने मोबाइल में जीएसएम कोई भी आर्किटेक्चर डायरेक्टली पूछा ही नहीं था, विच इज जनरली ऑलवेज आस्क्ड एट फॉर 10 मार्क्स। तो आर्किटेक्चर का डायग्राम ही नहीं पूछा, और जो पूछा वो ऐसा घुमा फिरा के पूछा कि ऑफ कोर्स यू आर हैविंग ऑनलाइन एक्सेस सबको ऑन, लाइक इट इज लाइक ओपन बुक टेस्ट होता है, तो आप लोग करते हो, वो हम लोगों को भी मालूम है, तो वी डोंट नो लाइक, बट स्टूडेंट्स हैव आंसर्ड प्रॉपरली, दैट इज द थिंग। बच्चों के साइड से कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं था। हम, इफ आई थिंक एज अ पेपर सेटर, देन आई फाउंड दिस थिंग्स। बच्चों ने तो आंसर किया है प्रॉपरली। ओके, डू यू हैव एनी डाउट इन दिस?
No, ma'am.
You have understood the functionality, the network models, and the what you can say, differences? आपको समझ में आया है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, now the next topic from your module 1 is networking devices. We have already seen that there will be like number of interconnecting devices are required. Now at every layer there are different devices. Okay, and it is like you all of you must be knowing, you use gateways, you use router, you must have heard about all these things. You have heard about switch, you have heard about bridge, you have heard about hub. Okay, so there are number of networking devices which are required, and they are working at different layers. Okay, so we will just go through different networking devices. So you have interconnecting devices, interconnecting two different networks or two different nodes, something like that. So LANs do not normally operate in isolation, but they are connected to one another or through the internet. To connect LANs, connecting devices are needed, and various connecting devices are various connecting devices such as you have bridge, switch, router, hub, repeater. So you can see you have different connecting devices. Here you are having this now in like you will be having these 5 layers only. हाँ ये हम 5 layers लेके ही आगे जाएंगे. So you have application, transport, network, data link, and physical. Okay, these are the 5 layers. So at every layer you have different you can say device which is used. Okay, so all the devices operate at different layers. You have a passive hub, repeater or hub. These are at you can say physical layer. You have bridge, you have switch, okay, which is used at data link layer. You have routers, which will be used at network layer. You have gateways. Okay, so there are 5 different categories. You have passive hub. A hub again you can have a passive hub or active hub. Switch same way you will be having different type of switches. You have 2-layer switch or you have 3-layer switch. So you have different types of hubs, you have different types of switches, okay, routers and gateways. So first we'll see hub. Okay, now, can anybody tell me what they know about hub? Any student, what you know about hub? Yes, anybody who can explain what is
Ma'am, to
hub?
take input from one and get multiple outputs.
Multiple outputs. Okay. How many outputs are present? Do you know how many
Ma'am, 4 or 3.
ports? 3 or 4. Okay. What is the functionality? Why it is used? Any advantages, disadvantages you know?
Ma'am, I know the disadvantages and advantages as well. Advantages, it is low cost, and disadvantages is not secure
Okay.
as a switch.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Ma'am, its
So hub,
advantages are if, ma'am,
बोलो. हाँ बोलो बोलो.
ma'am, its advantages are if it's received data at any of its port, it transfer data to all the ports.
Okay. But this is not a advantage, no? डेटा आपको जो डेस्टिनेशन लाइन में जाना है वहीं पे जाना चाहिए. अगर से फॉर एग्जांपल आपका जो पैकेट है अगर वो डेस्टिनेशन एड्रेस में ही जाएगा तो कैसे होगा? वो ही लाइन में जाएगा. अगर सब जगह पे गया तो पैकेट मतलब यू आर इंक्रीजिंग द नंबर ऑफ पैकेट्स व्हिच आर एग्जिस्टिंग इन द नेटवर्क, राइट? सब जगह पे आपने भेज दिया, जैसे फ्लडिंग, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज फ्लडिंग. तो वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay, so hub is used as a central point of connection among media segments. Cables from network devices plug into the ports on the hub. There are 2 types of hubs, passive hub and active hub. Basically, it is like a repeater. Okay, so a passive hub is just a connector. It connects the wires coming from different branches. So say for example, you are having number of different segments. So वो आप different segments connect कर रहे हो. The signal pass through a passive hub without regeneration or amplification. Okay, so connect several networking cables together. Active hubs or multiport repeaters, they regenerate or amplify the signal before they are retransmitted. You have repeater. This is a repeater. So repeater is a device that operates only at the physical layer. Now all these, you can say hubs, you can see it is acting like these are physical layer devices. So repeater is at only at physical layer. It can be used to increase the length of the network by eliminating the effect of attenuation on the signal. So generally what happens is, say for example your PCs or your nodes are at a distance apart. जो length of wire है, like the connecting wire जो है, say for example you are using a coaxial cable, it is having some limitation. Say for example till certain uh, length it will transmit that electrical signal properly. After that noise जो है वो ज्यादा हो जाता है and जो attenuation of the signal occurs. So at that point you need to you need to collect that particular data, remove the noise and amplify the original data और उसको retransmit करना पड़ता है. So जो length of the network है उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. अगर आपको like you want to increase the length of the network, मतलब आपको बहुत लंबा जाना है तो network wires के बीच में आपको repeater लगाना जरूरी है, so that the data will be, or the whatever data you are transmitting, आप attenuation of the signal का जो इफेक्ट है, जो नॉइज है, वो आप रिमूव करके आपको उसको एम्पलीफाई करना पड़ता है सिग्नल को. ओके, सो रिपीटर कैन बी यूज्ड टू इंक्रीज द लेंथ ऑफ द नेटवर्क बाय एलिमिनेटिंग द effect of attenuation on the signal. It connects two segments of the same network, overcoming the distance limitations of the transmission media. So जो transmission media का distance limitation है वो overcome करने के लिए you are using repeaters. They forward every frame. They don't filter the frames. Okay, filtering नहीं होगा. Directly जो भी है वो data frames, every frame जो receive होगा वो forward किया जाएगा. It is a regenerator and it is not an amplifier. They connect segments that have the same access method. मतलब we will see this that later on. ये सब CSMA, CD, token passing, pooling, these are all used at the upper layer, that is data link layer. ये physical layer पे work करते हैं. So they will be connecting the segment which are having the same access methods. This is like data link layer. We will later on we will see. Data link layer is actually divided into link LLC, that is link layer control, and MAC layer, which is medium access control. तो ये सब चीजें जो MAC layer पे होती है, so they are going to connect the segments which are having the same access methods. This is a repeater. So ये जो corrected signal आएगा, repeater will be regenerating and transmitting the data. So this is segment 1 and this is segment 2. So repeater is going to connect them. Now next is bridge. Bridge can act as physical at both the layers, physical layer and data link layer. Okay, it is a physical layer device. Like when it is used as a physical layer device, it will regenerate the signal whatever it is receiving. And when it is acting as a data link layer device, it can check the MAC address, that is source and destination address content in the frame. Now for the bridge, there is a filtering done. Filtering done means something like depending upon what is the destination address, you can check the address and accordingly the frames can be transmitted. So here, so whether the frame should be forwarded or dropped, that decision can be taken. So filtering decision will be taken at the level of bridge, and bridge is having a table maintained. If the frame is to be forwarded, the decision must specify the port address specify किया जाएगा, and then accordingly it will be transmitted. So a bridge has a table that maps address to ports. Limit or filter traffic, keeping local traffic local, yet allow connectivity to other parts or segments. Just 1 minute. Basically, a bridge is used for connecting two different lands. Okay, that is multi-land. अगर आपको करना है तो आप bridge use करते हो. It will be having, this is a MAC address. Okay, we will see later on what is the format of MAC address and all. Okay, तो bridge में जो ports रहेंगे connect करने के लिए, तो which PC is connected to which particular port. Okay, तो address mapping जो है वो there will be one table which will be having, bridge table will be having the data related to which MAC address is connected to which particular port. तो जब भी कोई भी frame, say for example this port 1 is having a frame which is to be it has received, तो उसको कौन से port पे वो frame receive हुई है और उसको कौन से port पे उसको transmit करना है, that filtering decision can be taken. A bridge does not change the physical MAC address in a frame. Later on, this concept will be more clear when we will study, like in comparison, हम switch भी study करेंगे, तो switch में कैसे changes होते हैं, that time it will be more clear. So basically, there is a bridge table which is formed, which contains MAC address and the port address. Okay, so bridges work at the media access layer, media access control sublayer of OSI model. So medium access control is the sublayer of data link layer. Data link layer is divided into two parts. Upper layer is LLC, which is near network layer, and MAC layer. That is medium access control sublayer is below. That is, it is near to the physical layer. So there is a routing table which is built to record the segment number of the address. Say for example, this is one LAN. Okay, and this is another LAN. So you have there is one segment, there is another segment, and there is a routing table built which is connecting. This is generally used to connect two LANs. So there is a segment number of the routing table is built to record the segment number of the address, and if the like it will see the address is in the same segment or it is in the other segment. Okay, so it will check the address and accordingly it will pass. अगर उसका function क्या है, ये segment से ये segment में data transfer करना है, तो it will check the address. If the destination address lies in the other segment, it is going to transmit the data or it is going to forward to the other segment. Now we'll go into the function of a bridge in the next class. Okay, I will explain all these things. Like we have to see first what is port address, what is MAC address. So थोड़ा मैं detail में बताऊंगी आप लोगों को, and then we will see. Okay, तो थोड़ा concept ज़्यादा clear हो सकता है. So let me see. We will see that thing in the next class. तो मैं अभी अगर चालू भी करती हूँ तो I won't be able to complete it. Okay, so today I will stop over here. We have just completed, we have just completed with the TCP/IP model, and we have started with the network devices. And in network devices, we have just listed different types of network devices, and we will be explaining one after the other device. Okay, we'll be seeing this. So right now I will stop with the topic. Is there any problem? Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes. So we will continue in the next lecture. I will just take the attendance. Okay, just wait. I'll just have the roll call and then I'll cross check with the meet attendance afterwards. Yes. Roll number 1. All of you know the roll numbers ना 1 to 68 वाला जो roll call list है उस हिसाब से आपको numbers मालूम है? Yes ना?
Yes,
वही
ma'am.
है ना? Yes हाँ आपके numbers वही है ना? हाँ तो I need not take the name of the student. So roll number 1 I think 3 से ही चालू होते हैं 1 और 2 तो आए नहीं अभी तक. And I can see in the meet link also there is 3 roll number starting with the 3
Yes,
roll
ma'am.
number. So 3 is present. 4,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
5,
Yes, ma'am.
6,
Yes, ma'am.
7,
Present, ma'am.
8, 9.
Present, ma'am.
अच्छा अगर किसी का माइक का प्रॉब्लम है समथिंग लाइक दैट इफ एनीबडी इज टाइपिंग इन द चैट बॉक्स somebody please guide me. Priyanka, are you there? CR?
Yes, ma'am, present.
Yeah. So you help me out with the attendance. अगर किसी ने चैट बॉक्स में कुछ लिखा है तो you will be informing me. Okay? Because right now I am having only attendance sheet in front of me. Okay. So 9 हो गया. 10,
Present, ma'am.
11,
Yes, ma'am. Present.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13,
Present, ma'am.
14,
Present, ma'am.
15, 16.
Ma'am, can we leave?
Huh?
Can
No,
we
just
leave?
wait for 2 minutes. 16,
Present, ma'am.
17, 18,
Present, miss.
19. 19 is not there. 20,
Present, ma'am.
21, not there. 22,
Present, ma'am.
23,
Present, miss.
24,
Present, ma'am.
25, not there. 26,
26 present.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28,
Present, ma'am.
29,
Present, ma'am.
30. Those who have given the attendance can leave.
Thank you, miss. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, miss.
30, 31,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Present, ma'am. 31.
32, 32, 33,
Present, ma'am.
34,
Yes, ma'am.
35, 36,
Present, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38, 39, 40, 41,